Hello everyone, hope you're all well, and today I'm just going to speak a little bit about local history down in the Liberties in Dublin in around Francis Street. And that beautiful church behind me is St. Nicholas of Myra, which I'll speak about in a few minutes. Set back from the main street here and up that way is back in towards the River Liffey and the Ivy Markets, which we're hoping they're going to get back into use for everybody in the community, which have fallen into a state of dereliction for many years. Goes back to the early 20th century, and this was originally called Great Street back around 1200. Then it was called the King's Highway from the mid 14th century, and then in the mid 14th century it became Francis Street because of the Franciscan friary that was based here, named after St. Francis of Assisi, who was stood against poverty and well remarked and remembered as well. But this beautiful church I want to show you today is the St.Nicholas of Myra Church that sits on the original site of the friary that came here in the mid 14th century. And well, in advance of that, it was called St. Nicholas of Myra because it was due to its origins went back to Sitric, the Danish king of Dublin, who in consultation with the Bishop of Dublin in 1038 decided to use St. Nicholas as being patron saint of seafarers and would have helped those on their journeys and voyages across the seas. This was dedicated to him as well, who was a Turkish saint back from the 3rd or 4th century as well, and people would know him better off as St. Nicholas. And for younger viewers, that's the start of Santa Claus. As we can see, the statue of St. Francis of Assisi here. But this church is beautiful. This was the preeminent church in Dublin back in the 18th century. It was the pro-cathedral under Archbishop Troy. As you can see, a classical design. This was built in the early 1820s by John Leeson, who was the architect for Rusborough House. People would know that beautiful building out towards Blessenden in Wicklow, and also involved with the new pro-cathedral that was built on Marlborough Street on the north, inner city. So Francis Street was very famous as well for many commercial buildings, commercial properties. A lot of shops in the 40s, 50s, 60s. Well, before that there was a lot of tenements, slum-like dwellings as well, where a lot of Dubliners lived in abject poverty. But again, this was sort of a beacon of hope for so many people in the community as well. Now it's more antique dealers around Francis Street as well. We just have a quick look inside. You can have a look at its beautiful history. My grandfather was baptised in this church, so it's great significant history. Look inside there. Beautiful church. See the beautiful ornate ceilings. And as well behind you have the lovely organ up there as well. And the old high altar behind. So beautiful church, and huge history here as well, local history. In Francis Street, you should come and pay a visit. This beautiful church and beautiful street, beautiful part of Dublin that we're all proud of. And that a huge history for myself as well. There's the baptismal font, I think, originally at the front. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this visit around this beautiful church. Set back from the heart of Dublin City, where I made my first communion here as well. I was a young lad. So thanks for joining me today, and take care. I'll talk to you all soon. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye bye.